Today we are going to look at the dimensions that you're going to need for your chicken coop and how it's going to suit you. You have to pay attention to a few things, and these are some of the design elements that we are bringing in here today. In our previous video, if you have not watched it, we talk about starting a poultry farm in your backyard. So we have our backyard for free, or we have secured a small plot of land on which we are going to start our poultry farm. Now, there have been a lot of questions about the design that we made the last time in the previous video. How am I going to go about building my chicken coop? Well, today we are coming your way with new design ideas that you can use, whether you're going in for layers or for broilers. My name is Farmer J and this is KOFI Farms, and in today's video we are going to talk about the various models of chicken coops that you can use for your backyard poultry farm. Now, we made some calculations in our previous video that starting a backyard farm will cost you around 500 Ghana cedis to 1,000 Ghana cedis. I mean, this is somewhere around the regions of, $80 or more or less, something like that. Okay. Now, let's come to our screen here. So as you can see on our screen, I'm already showing you the flat design, okay? The flat design of the chicken house. As you can see, the most important thing that you need to know is that the chicken need to have a space of around 2 square feet, okay? 2 square feet per chicken. So this is what we are using to base for our calculations. 2 square feet per chicken. 2 square feet per chicken actually translates into somewhere around 0.09 meters square per chicken. So 0.09 meters square per chicken, 0 here, okay, 0.09 meters square per chicken. If you make the calculation, it means that if you're starting with 50 chicken, or if you have 50 chicken for each floor, remember the last time we said 25, now we want to say if you're starting 50 on each, so let's say you have 50 here, and you want to put another 50 here, you can do it. You can actually have 100 beds in a very sizable chicken coop. Now, if you multiply this to find the value for 50, we are going to get, for 2 square feet, we are going to get 9.5 meters square. So 9.5 meters square, that is the area that we are going to need. Now, how do we make sure that we are within the margins of 9.5 meters square? So we have come your way with the calculations and the numbers. For the width over here, so width W, we are going to need a width of at least 90 centimeters. So you need to put in a width of 90 centimeters. Very, very important. Width 90 centimeters. Now for the length, let's put the L over here. For the length, we are going to need a length of 120 centimeters. Minimum 120 centimeters. So it could be 120 centimeters, or it could be up to 150 centimeters. Okay. And for the height, we are going to need, so H over here, for the height, the total height as we have it from this point all the way to this point right here, we are going to need a total height of also 180. So it means that for each floor, if you're going to divide, we are going to get 90 here, 90 there. This is to allow space for ventilation, okay, for the cage, so that they don't get crowded in there. So these are the dimensions that you're going to use for the design, okay, for the design of your chicken coop. Now we have extra detail that we are going to give you on some of the things that you need to pay attention to. All right. So one of the things you need to pay attention to, as we have it here, okay, in this particular design, which is very important, because we are talking of all forms of management for the chicken house. So if you are going into layers, now this is a layer idea. Okay. If you are going into layers, what you need to understand is that you need to make provision for the egg, as we are showing over here. You need to make provision for the egg. You need to make provision for the waste. So as we are showing here in this area, this is the waste part, or the waste pot, anyhow you want to call it, so that the waste will drop over here. okay, from there into this area. So you need to make provision for the waste pot, and you need to also make provision for the feed. So this is where their feed, this area is where their feed is going into. So you have your chicken here. Your chicken is going to feed over here from this feed area, from this feeding trough. And then when they lay the eggs will actually fall here so that you can collect the eggs in this particular place. So it is important to have this kind of design. Of course, when it comes to water, you can always put your water pads over here, okay, which could be connected to something outside where they can be drinking water from. All right, so your water pads could be here, your feeding trough is here, you're collecting your eggs over here, and you're doing your waste management over here. So down here in your waste management, in this particular pad or this particular pod, you can actually put in your wood chippings so that the waste will drop in there, the droppings will go in there, and then you can easily collect them here. So very clean management system as we have it here. Now you need to pay attention that there has to be some kind of inclination. So as you can see over here, there is an inclination, okay? There is an inclination here. And in this point, we have about 2.2 inches of wood or support over here. It could be metal as well. And over here, we have 2.4 inches of support. So 2.4 inches here at the end, 2.2 inches here in the middle to create this level of inclination. Now, this level of inclination, as we see it, is about 30 degrees. Okay, so it is right about 30 degrees. You have it here 2.2 and then 2.4 in terms of the inclination. Very good. So now we are also going to look at this design and how it's going to look like. So this is how it's going to look like, all the elements. Guys, this is fantastic. So as we can see here, this is our cage in itself. Okay, we can see our cage in itself. We can see over here to collect the eggs. Again, we can see over here for the feed. So this is the feeding trough. We can see over here, this is for water. Okay, so this is for water. And then as we can see, guys, as we told you, the inclination, you need to have the inclination, okay, over here, where the eggs are actually going to roll down and then they will go into it. Over here is for the waste collection. Interesting design. This is the basic design that you're going to need, and that is what we are showing you in here. Now, let's show you another one, what it's going to look like in real life. So in real life, as you can see in this particular picture, you know, you can see the house, you can see the inclination over here. All right, you can see the inclination over there, and then the eggs will come over there. You need to put your feeding trough, of course. We have another one over here, as you can see for the plan. Okay, there is the inclination over here in this angle where you're going to receive your eggs. Okay, so you can actually put it at the back or you can put it at the front. You have your feeding trough over here. Okay, you can put your water system over here if you want it, or you can put it also over here at the top. It doesn't really matter. As you can see, the distances that we're giving you here, this is a smaller one, okay, but it still applies. Okay, guys, it still applies. Even though this is a smaller one, it still applies. And we want to create more space. So you can see the smaller one here. So as you can see over here with this smaller one, it is showing you the inclination, for the eggs, okay, eggs. You can see the feeding trough, the feed over there. And then you can see the waste management down here at the bottom where I'm trying to show you. This one here is for the waste management. Easy and simple, all right? Easy and simple. Now, if you're into the production of broilers, this is going to be how simple it's going to be for you, because broilers, as we know, are not laying eggs. They are producing meat for us. And because they are producing meat for us, we don't need to provide an inclination for eggs. So all we need is over here, as we can see, this one here for the feed. Okay, so this one here, as I'm cycling, for the feed. Then we have beneath here, beneath the feeding bar, that is where we are going to put for the waste management. Okay, for the waste management. So guys, this is it for how you're going to design your chicken coop for your backyard. So you have the design, various design points that we have made over here. Now, for anyone that is interested in this particular document, we are going to leave a link to our WhatsApp channel in the description. So you can go into the link, you can click on it, and then it is going to direct you into our WhatsApp channel, and you're going to have access to this document that we have here for free, so that you can take it, you can download it, and then you can use it as a reference for your own design to create your own chicken coop. Thank you very much, and make sure that you stick around with us. If you have not subscribed, click on the subscribe button and then turn on your notification, like this video and share, and let us know in the comments below what you think, because this particular video came from one of the comments that we received. So let us know your comments and we are going to answer it in a video for you. Thank you very much, and see you another time.